This is Texas, and it's not what we expected at all. We figured van life here would be empty highways and long fuel stops, not art in the desert, ghost towns with personality, and jaw-dropping landscapes. It's our first time traveling through Texas in our van, starting in the wildly unique town of Marfa and then heading south to Terlingua, right outside of Big Bend. It's strange, historic, and surprising.
This is really neat.
If you're new here, hi, I'm Emily. This is Brian and our adventure pup Wes. In July 2024, we traded in our careers for the freedom of the open road. Over the next few weeks, we'll be traveling through Texas with our friends Brandon, Mariah, and their pup Sasha. Let's go on an adventure out there.
Welcome to Texas. We are coming at you from Guadalupe Mountain National Park. This is where we're going to kickstart our trip across the Lone Star State. We're really excited for the next couple weeks. Let's see what we get into. Making our way through Tejas. Pretty cool little art installation behind us. It's nice to know that Nevada's not the only place with weird on the sides of the road.
We're almost to camp for the night, but we had to stop at this other fun little roadside attraction. Let me show you guys.
I don't know what year it is. This was put up in 2005, so they're all pre-2005.
Real Prada stuff in the middle of nowhere.
Shoes and a camera.
And a security camera.
Because it's real Prada stuff.
Another funky stop, and I feel like we got to do something at this one. What does this remind you of, Nevada?
Lovelock. But they don't have a Prada store.
They do not have a Prada store. Man, I would look good in some of those heels.
You sure would. We got two locks.
Where we going? Whoa. Ooh. Oh.
Make it count. All right. It's official. We gotta come back here.
We're locked in.
Locked in. Tan Van Clan.
Tan Van Clan.
That was a fun stop. And we're gonna get a killer sunset.
We are in Marfa, Texas. We got in after dark last night, so couldn't really show you around. We just found an RV park and called it an evening. Today we've got some chores to do before we continue carrying on, but Marfa's a really cool little town. It's not at all what I expected. For some reason, I don't know why. I've never been to this part of Texas, but it's super cute, eclectic, artsy. There's lots of cool murals and just like a really funky little town.
Nice little laundromat. It's quiet in here. Big machines. A lot of room to fold clothes. I can take a nap. Chore day. Team one load.
Well, we won't show what just fell out. It's Brian's chonies.
How did Canada get in here?
Oh, Canada.
Laundry's done. Now we get to go get our first Texas burrito. We found a place that has a ton of good reviews, so let's go check it out. Can I get that red sauce?
Red sauce?
And then white sauce.
For here?
To go, please.
Man.
You want some? Want some? Yeah. All right, I'm feeling good about this burrito. It's pretty cool to see that some of our favorite people have eaten there. Kevin Bacon, Matthew McConaughey, Anthony Bourdain. So how bad can it be? It's a big burrito. It's long. That honestly is one of the best burritos I've ever tasted. Homemade tortilla. The seasoning is so good. This is so good. So glad we went there. For a very unassuming place, street side, man. What an awesome town Marfa is. We really love that it's modern because of the art, but it still has historical charm. It's been an unexpected stop and we love it. We love you, Marfa. We arrived in the town of Presidio last night, which is literally an arm's length away from Mexico, which is pretty cool. We did a little bit of driving today. We're now just outside of Presidio. We might do a little hike later. We haven't had very long drive days, and our house battery in the van is starting to suffer. I'm really hungry. I want to make some lunch. I was going to boil some quinoa today, which we are so glad to say that Bluetti is the sponsor of today's video, and we're happy to have this Elite 200 from Bluetti. So now I can boil some water, take the strain off of the house battery, eat some lunch, and I won't be hangry. The Elite 200 V2 is perfect for a long week on the road or living out of your van full time. With 2,073 watt hours and 2,600 watts, it is one of the most powerful portable batteries we've seen. You can run up to 9 devices at the same time through the many AC, USB, USB-C, and DC outputs. We love it for running our tea kettle, induction stove, and charging all of our electronic devices simultaneously. It also connects seamlessly to the Bluetti app over Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, giving you full control and live monitoring right from your phone. It's a simple feature but so convenient for when it's in the back of the van and we need to monitor what's going on. There are 3 main ways to charge it: a 120 volt outlet when you're at home, and when you're on the road, solar panels or DC to DC from your car's battery. The design was built with travel in mind, with a sleek flat top and handles, which makes it super packable and stackable. It's also incredibly quiet, so you don't hear it in a tight space like the van. Lastly, it has a 17-year battery life and 5-year warranty, so if you're thinking about getting one, that's the peace of mind. It's been about 15 minutes, quinoa's done. It only took about 7% of our Bluetti battery. If you are interested in purchasing an Elite 200, or anything from Bluetti, scan the QR code above. You will also have a link in the description below with a discount for our viewers. Now let's make some lunch. Made me a little southwestern quinoa bowl. Gonna go outside and enjoy this. We've got a little bit of work to do, and then we're gonna maybe head for a hike into this canyon.
This is Closed Canyon. It is a 1.5 mile out and back, and I don't think the trail goes all the way to the Rio Grande, but I think it just stops like just shy of it. But if you did go all the way to the Rio Grande, you'd actually be at Mexico. That's how close we are to the border right now. But this canyon looks so cool. I'm so pumped for this to be our first hike in Texas.
There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware. Think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. There's battle lines being drawn.
I didn't think we'd be getting into our first slot canyon in Texas of all places. This is really neat, really unexpected. I don't think we're gonna make it to the water though, like Emily said. A little short on time, but pretty cool little hike. Texas just keeps giving us the good stuff.
Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. but I feel before the heat. 1,000 people in the street.
How tall do you think these cliffs are?
I bet you these are around 100 plus feet. I think that one behind you is definitely creeping up on 200.
So cool.
100 to 200 foot.
And Mariah took a little hike in here earlier without us when she got a break from work. And she said that she came down in here and there was like an orchestra playing. I mean, just like a casual group of friends. But somebody had a violin, a flute, some other instruments. And I bet the acoustics in here were really, really neat because even just talking right now, like I can hear my echo. And let's see if we can get Brian to do his water drop for us. I still don't know how you do that.
Me either.
Practice.
Just being a boy. Lifelong boy. Mexico, Texas. Mexico, Texas. Mexico, Texas. Everyone is finished working for the day. We got that cool little hike in. We're gonna continue down the road and make our way to the next little town of Terlingua, where it sounds like we're gonna get to kind of explore a little bit. Fun little town and possibly get something tasty to eat. Not fajitas. We had to stop in Lajitas to meet the mayor. Lajitas, probably not gonna get fajitas, and that's okay. Hey, buddy.
This is Clay Henry. He likes Brian.
I like Clay. I bet you Clay would want to fight if I got in there, though.
Girl. Play, rude.
We are in the very cool town of Terlingua. We camped just outside of town last night. It was a really peaceful night, and we're really excited to show you guys this very unique living ghost town. First stop is the Terlingua Trading Company. It's a really cool souvenir gift shop. We were here last night for a quick second, and we have to go back. My spirit animal just continues to keep me company during our travels here in Texas.
What is it?
It's a burrow.
Is it?
Yeah.
Looks like a hippo.
This thing is serious.
You need a train in your hat for that. What is that?
Huh? I don't have the hips.
I'm sure you were a great hooper back in your day.
I tried.
Bye. What if you got locked in there?
That would suck. You'd have to bring me sarsaparilla and a silver dollar. No one's gonna get the silver dollar reference, but that's okay.
We are walking around town and have found ourselves outside of the cemetery here. And just to give you a little bit of history about Terlingua, so it was originally put on the map in the late 1800s when cinnabar was found here, which is actually a type of mercury or quicksilver. And in the early 1900s, this town boomed and totally took off, and there were probably like 1,000 or so families and prospectors living here. And then in the 40s, after both wars, World War I and World War II, the mines started to dry up, the demand for mercury started to dry up, and people moved away. The town kind of sat almost a little bit dormant for a few years, and then in the 60s, an investor came through, saw the potential here, saw how unique it was, and decided to reinvent the town as a ghost town, tourist attraction, and also the gateway to Big Bend National Park, which I am looking at right now. I can't wait to explore there in a couple of days. And the whole Chisos Basin, it's just stunning. Nothing at all like I thought it would be. I really thought that Big Bend was going to be kind of flat, but it's gorgeous. So really excited to get into that. But for now, just kind of taking in the very cool history and paying our respects to the people that once called Terlingua home and made a living off of the mines here.
Looks like the fellow behind me was quite the character. I'm sure Edward would have been pretty fun to hang out with. Something else really cool about Terlingua are the ruins right here in town. You can kind of walk around in these and kind of see how people lived way back then. And as harsh as it might look, people actually were pretty comfortable out here for what they had and the elements they were exposed to. All right, time to air down. Do a little overlanding to go find camp for the night.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, put my heart in a case. It's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers for the seeds that I'm sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my wrongs. At the end of my wrongs. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes.
We have made it to camp for tonight. We are actually camping on private property, tonight, and we were granted access to camp here. So in case you don't know, there's not a lot of public land in Texas. A lot of it is private, state parks, national parks, and RV parks. So tonight is kind of a treat because we get to camp on some really cool property here just outside of Terlingua, and we got in when it was kind of dark. So hopefully I can show you guys in the morning what it looks like around camp, because it is really, really pretty out here. It is kind of windy and chilly, but we've got the vans set up to provide a nice wind block for this evening, and we're going to do something I haven't done in a while, which makes me so excited. We are going to cook on the Dutch oven tonight, and we are going to be making up some chili. So I think that's the perfect thing to have tonight. We did learn when we were in Terlingua that it is the birthplace of all chili cook-offs in the entire world. That's what they say. And I have to tell you, I was a little bit bummed when we went in the general store and they were out of their world famous chili seasoning, so we couldn't pick any up. But that's okay. We will have to come back and we will have to find some of their world famous chili. I don't think I'm going to be entering their chili cook-off anytime soon. That would be a trip. I'm sure there are some great cooks there, and it would be a total treat to just check it out. But we'll have our own little mini chili cook-off today at camp. Great situation, huh?
All right, well, we knew a storm was coming, and it is upon us now, and it started to rain. So we are going to bring dinner in our van. We're all going to pile in here. This should be fun. Hot pot.
This smells so good. I don't know that I've ever had bacon and chili.
Really?
I don't usually. So I'll be honest. Usually we're a chili no beans family.
Oh, because you guys are from Cincinnati.
Or Brandon is, and I inherited that trait. I'm assuming.
Is Texas chili beanless chili?
Yes.
Is it?
But well, I don't know. There's two different camps. My Texas chili is beanless, but I'm the only OG. I'm the only OG born and raised in the States, so I guess I get to decide.
Rain chili, 5-way.
Just in time.
We're getting going here at camp, making some coffee. This big storm everyone's been talking about is rolling through. It's been raining off and on all night. We are parked on bentonite, and if any of you know what bentonite is, you know it can be extremely difficult to navigate once it gets wet. We're hoping we can get out of here with any issues. That's where we'll pick you up next time. Really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, hit that hype button, and we'll see you on the next adventure out there. Bye! What is this text? Oh, breathe. My eyes are frozen open.
And if I was on that side, I'd be in Mexico.
Paranoia strikes deep into your life.
Brandon's going to Mexico.
See you over there.
It's just the three of us now. It's just the three of us now.
Step out of line, the man will
Burrow's
come
writing
and
me
take
back.
you away. I think we're stopping.
Yeah.